units of measurement 5.2.0. But we didn't go over any of that. But if you note in these tables, they're giving you, say table 5 is common inch pound units of weight. 1 ounce, 1/16 of a pound, or 0.0625. And 1 pound, 16 ounces, or 0.0005 tons. On page 161, table 5.
Can you send me, Mr. Meadows?
Huh?
I said, can you see me?
Yeah, I see. I see.
You said you said 161?
Yeah, 161. We didn't on 160. Yeah, we went over that stuff. Study problem. Yeah, we went over that. We went over it. You want to you okay, well, what was your ask for number 1?
45 centimeters.
Yeah, that's what he said. What was your ask for number 2?
36.
3 yards equals how many inches?
36.
33 yards. That's 3 times 36. 3 yards. That's 3 yardsticks. You got it?
The 3 yardsticks.
3 yardsticks.
Oh, so that's wrong.
36, 36, 36. 3 36s.
336.
Yep. One says it comes up to 108. 108.
Yeah, okay, I got you.
Got it?
Got you.
We just dealing with 50 right now. 160. I'm sorry. 160. Yeah. Okay, that was 3 feet to a yard. 90 inches equals how many yards?
90. Was it 2.5? Like about 2.5?
I didn't skip over number 3 because I got. Oh yeah, I did. I'm sorry, gentlemen. Number 3, 36 feet equals how many yards?
1 yard.
1 yard. 36 feet. Is that 1 yard?
When the football player is scrambling, he's trying to get the first down. He needs 1 yard, right?
Yeah.
So
it takes
36 feet.
It takes 3 feet to make a yard. Are we correct? And they're saying,
hey, Mr. Meadows, real quick, my bad to cut you off, but I'm confused on what page we're on.
we're on 160.
All right.
I'm on 1.4.
5.1.4.
All right.
That should be the answer. That should be the answer. Yep, that should be the answer. Because 1 foot is 1/3 of a yard. 2 feet is 2/3 of a yard, and 3 feet is a yard. Correct?
What's number 1?
Number 1 was 0.45 centimeters. 45 centimeters. So we okay through number 3?
What's number 2?
Number 2, 3 yards equals how many inches?
Yeah. 108.
108. 108. How many inches in a foot?
12.
Okay. How many inches in a yard?
36.
36.
All right. So that's 3 times 36, correct? Which gives you the inches. Right? Huh? 3 times 36. We want that. We want the inches. Okay. Okay, number 4. 90 inches equals how many yards? How many? 2.5. Everybody agree with that?
What was number
don't
3
agree?
again?
Huh?
What was number 3?
What do we say number 3 was?
1.
Huh?
1.
12. 36 feet is 12 yards. Yeah, because 3 feet make a yard, and you got 36 of them, so that 3 into there is 12, right? 3 into 36 is 12. So that's how you convert it to yards. We still confused here? Yeah or nay? I'm gonna take that as you okay with it? Okay, and what did we come up with for? We came up with 90 inches was what? 2.5 yards, right? Okay. Everybody agree with that? 1 centimeter equals how many meters?
0.1.
0.1? Is that what we're getting? You're getting 0.1.
0.0.
What is that? 0.01,
0.01.
right? Yeah. Yeah, that's meters. 1 centimeter equals 0.01 meters. 66 inches equals how many centimeters? You got that? 60. So what are we using to find that? What are we using to find that answer?
2.54.
2.54, correct. 2.54. To find that answer.
168. Is it 168?
Somebody said 167.
167.
167.
Yeah,
Yeah.
167.64.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
0.64. Okay.
You said 167.64.
What are they asking you to do?
Multiply.
No. They're asking you to change from
Inches to centimeters.
inches to centimeters. How do we find what do we have to do? We're gonna use that table 4, right?
Yep.
Okay. And on the table, you got 66 inches. That would be the third one down, and you want to convert that to centimeters, and you go straight across underneath centimeters is 2.54. So that's 2.54 times 66 inches. Okay? We cool?
Yep.
All right. Here we go with this crazy thing. 47 feet equals how many meters? On the chart, we're going to feet, or it's going to say foot, because they're only dealing with one. And then you're going over to meters. Meters is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
14.3.
Huh?
14.3.
We're going for feet to meters.
3.3048. Is that what?
That's it. That's it. You got to use that 0.3048. That's how you use this chart to figure out what your answer is going to be.
14,
Yes.
14.3.
Huh?
14.3, right?
Hold on for a minute, Mr. Robinson. What did you say, sir? 27. I said 47 feet. You're looking at this table 4. You're coming down to foot, F-O-O-T. Then you're coming over to meters. That's it. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. You're going from feet to meters. Yeah. Yeah, so that's 3.3048 times 47 feet. That's the convert. That's how you convert these units to what you need to find. That's how you convert it to meters. Huh? We got Robinson there, muted Fred. He's here, and we
So I'm
got
muted.
Chase. No, we got Chase, and we got myself. Okay.
We got to see the faces now.
Yeah, yeah. I want to see everybody's face, gentlemen. Turn your cameras on. I want to see you in the place. I don't want no phantoms out here. Just seeing your initial. I want everybody's camera on to assure us that you are sitting there. So turn your cameras on. Thank you, Chad.
Hey, Mr. Meadows, I'm at work right now. I can't even have my phone out right now. So I'm trying,
Okay.
like, I'm still.
Who is that? Who is that?
Man, this Don Rico.
Don Rico?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm at work. I can't have my phone out. You know what I mean? The camera
Okay.
won't see it.
Okay, that's
I'm
that's
here though.
I'll let you go this time. I'll let you go this time. Anthony Chase.
How long?
Yeah, what's wrong with your camera? You click on your camera, turn it on. It's got a slash mark through it. You gotta click on it and take that slash mark out of there. Okay, there's Mr. Chase there. Okay. All right. So how about my Negro? Your camera? Huh? Anthony Chase is down the bottom. He got like a skull cap on.
My home computer don't got a camera. I could join through my phone. I'm on my computer right now. I don't got a camera.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I'm gonna excuse you for right now. But we just gotta make sure that everybody, just because we see in your alphabetic letter up there does not mean that you're sitting in front of that computer or wherever you're supposed to be at. Okay. All right. Now, points number 6, 66 inches equals how many centimeters? You go up to inches, that's the third one down, correct? And then you come across to what? Centimeters, right? Centimeters is in the second row. That's going to be 2.54. You got to multiply that. 66 inches by 2.54. And that's what you come up with in centimeters. What's your answer?
167.64.
167.64. Okay. That's it. But are we understanding that we are using the conversion table to find how we gonna get our answer? Everybody on that same key? Yeah. Whatever. Yeah. Whatever it is, and then what they want to turn it into, you're gonna use that number. I mean that figure that's underneath that and adjacent to whatever you're trying to change.
So the answer for number 5 was 0.01.
Answer to number 5 was what? 0.01.
Yeah, so for that one, we didn't have to convert anything, right? Because you just put that centimeter and just go for the meter.
Centimeters to meters. You got 1 centimeter. That's second from the top. And you're gonna change that into meters, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In the 6th row says meters, and that says 0.01 times that 1 centimeter, right? That gives you how many meters it's going to be.
Yep.
What's 5? Which one? Yeah, we were doing number 5. Yeah. Centimeters is the first thing they're talking about. 1 centimeter equals, and to find that, you got to come over to meters, which is the conversion is 0.01. So you multiply 0.01 times 1 centimeter. That's simple. And just make sure you get your decimal points right, if necessary. Are we really getting this? Or are we still confused about where we going to find to get our answer?
Got it.
Got it?
I got it.
You got it? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's why they're giving you these charts here. You know, because when come time to take that test, they're gonna ask you to convert these, and you can see it right here. It's right here, and you just all you got to do is do the math. Do the math. When you multiply, if you multiply 1 times 0.01, how many spaces is it going to be? 2 spaces, right? Where your decimal point is, right? Whatever your answer is, it's going to be 2 spaces to the left, where that decimal point goes. Correct?
Yep.
All right. I'm talking, huh? Okay. These little measurements, they may be a little confusing, but once you get used to using that table, this next one says 54.5 centimeters. And 54.5 centimeters that would be the second one from the top. Then you're going across to feet or foot. Feet mean multiple. Foot means just 1. Okay? And you're taking 0.03281, multiplying it times 54.5, and your answer should have 1, 2, 3.
1.78.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 decimal places to the left, right? Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you move your decimal point to the left. Yeah. Okay, let's look at it. Let's look at it. What's that one? That's number 8, right? That's 5. 5,
4.5
4.5.
centimeters.
There should be an S on there, correct? Okay. Okay, and now you got
0.03281.
wait a minute, we're going there to feet.
Yeah,
Okay.
0.0321.
23281. 0.
0.0
0.03281.
3281.
And we just doing this the same old, right? 1 times 5 is what? 1 times 4 is what? 4. 1 times 5 is what? 5. Okay. Now we go with the 8. 8 times 5 is what? And you got 4 over there. 8 times 4 is
32.
plus the 4,
36.
36. Gives us 3 there. 8 times 5 is what?
40.
40. And plus that 3, that's 43. So we keeping everything is in line, gentlemen. Everything is in line. Everything is in line. Okay, now I understand that, but this is how we gotta do it. Okay? 2 times 5 is 10, goes right underneath that 6, right? Not there, right underneath that 6. 2 times 4 is 8, plus the 1 makes 9. Okay, 2 times 5, 10. That's 0, right? Right? Is that right? Okay. Okay. Now we're going to the next one. The next one is 3, right? So the next one, 3 times 5 is what? 15? And 1 left over. 3 times 4, well, plus 1, that's 13, right?
Yeah, 13.
3 times 5 is 15 again, plus that 1, 16, correct? Yeah. 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 And we come, well, you know you're gonna end up with a 0 here and a 0 there, so you don't have to worry about that. So now what we gotta do is what? We come down here, that's what, 5? We come down here, that's 4. We come down here, that's 11, right? And we come over here, that's, we had putting 1 in there, that's 12, 13, and 5 is 18, right? That's 18 there. 1 over there. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? Okay, that comes up to 7, right? And that's 1. How many decimal places we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right there?
You just said.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that excuse me, because sometimes I can't, I don't see very well. We got our different glasses anyway. Don't laugh, Fred. Don't laugh. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there, plus that one up there, that's 6. So you gotta move it 6 places to the left.
Oh, you got 0.0.
Hey,
Oh, I didn't see that.
hey, that's 0.03281. That's 0.5. You gotta add up, you gotta take each one of these digits here up to the decimal point and add them up, and you got one up here plus whatever that was down there. And that's how many places you move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. Right?
Oh, the conversion chart. Yeah, you gotta look for. So
We could,
centimeter. And then you gotta put a foot in.
Mhm. That's all in reading that chart. And we're not gonna expect for you to remember the conversion for each one of them. That's why you got your book. To look at that, you know exactly what you're gonna do, right? I think that was one of the basic problems. You didn't see it. You didn't see it. But now you can see it. Always remember to keep your things in line. In line. In line. Well, you know, if you mess this up, you have to crease. This down here, that's my fault here. This one down here, that'll be there, so forth, so on, that's one here, and that, you know, just keep going just like that. I try to get them straight up underneath each other, but you know, I see on an angle too. That's all. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Everybody cool with that, right? Okay. How
So,
about
Mr.
19?
Meadows,
Yes, sir.
so the answer is gonna be 1.79.
1.79. Or if they didn't ask you to round it out, you give 1.788145.
Well, the book said
If
round
they
to
did
the,
not ask you, did it ask you to round it out?
yeah, it said round to the nearest hundred. I
Nearest
was gonna
100.
say that for number 7, so that means number 7 will be 14.33.
Okay. I'm fine with it. As long as you understand the principle. But the main thing is when you read it, you understand that it's the nearest 100. I know we did a whole lot of work there. That 1 is not going to change that 8 in front of it. So we really didn't need all that. You know. But that 8 will change that other 8 to a 9. And that's in the hundreds place. So the answer, as I said, the answer would be 1.79. That's hundreds. Hundreds. I don't spell that well. But you know, you can see in your book where they have that breakdown, right? Okay. I think that's on 130 or something like that. Huh? 30 or something. No, because we had a big deal about that too. That's when you going from 10 to 138. 138. On 138. 138, and it says the THS on the end. When you get into the decimal, it's tenths, it's hundredths, it's thousands, and it's 10,000s, and it's 100,000s, and it's millions. THS in decimal. Okay.
Hey, Mr. Meadows,
these-
you moving too fast, Mr. Meadows.
No, I'm not. You moving too slow.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. We've already been over that tenths, hundreds, thousands. We've already been over that. So I'm not moving too fast. That's back in the book.
Man, I
That's back in
understand.
the book.
I understand that what you talking about there, man. I'm talking about the study problems, the converting measurements. I'm talking about number one, and the number. I'm trying to figure out what.
Were you here? Were you here in the beginning? Here in
Yes,
the beginning. Okay. Now, what you tell me what we supposed to do for that? If they're saying 0.45 meters equals centimeters, where you going on that table 4? Can you tell me?
I already know it's 45. I'm trying to figure out what. I'm trying to figure out, did we round? Are we rounding it off, or we just putting 45 there?
If it's hundreds, that's what they got. That's what they asked you to do. Okay. Everybody's got this one, right?
Now we're on number 10. Even that's good.
Yeah, he
One.
It came all the way back to number 1. It came all the way back to number 1. Just for sake of being safe. 45.
4 point. You on number 10?
No, I'm doing number 1
Oh.
on the board.
Oh,
45
Man,
is in.
Man, you ain't
45
gotta
is
do
in
number one,
meters.
man. You could go ahead and do whatever you want to do. You ain't gotta do number one because I went
Will you
back.
listen? Will you just sit there and listen for a minute? Just sit there and listen. You having problems with it, you're gonna get it right. Okay? That says 0.45 meters. So on the table, you're coming down to meters. And you want to change this into centimeters. Okay? So that's 100, right? You see that on your chart? Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
So that's 100. 0 times 5, 0 times 4, yeah. 0 times 5, 0 times 4, okay. 1 times 5, 1 times 4, 4. Drawing a line that's 0, that's a 0, that's a 5, that's a 4. You got 2 places there. Is that supposed to be the answer?
45 millimeters.
Okay. And even though they said to the nearest hundredths, that's the nearest you're gonna get. There's not a hundredths involved. But behoove you put down those 2 zeros anyway. Okay? Put those 2 zeros down there anyway.
45.0.
From meters to centimeters. That's correct. 45 has 2 decimal places in it. When I come down to my final answer, my answer was 4,500. I had 2 decimal places in that equation up there at the top. So I moved the decimal point from the rear there, 2 places. That's how I come up with 45. That's how we do in multiplication, and we do the same thing in division, don't we?
Ms. Miller, you on table 4. You see that at the top of the page?
Take 4.
Yeah, table 4 on page 160.
Yeah.
You understand that?
Like I came back, and I know he converted it with the table.
Mhm.
He converted from millimeter to centimeter.
Yeah.
But it was 100, right? When you use
Yeah.
100, you use 100.
Yeah.
A centimeter is 100, and a meter.
Mhm. That's just their way of converting it. That's what you got to use to convert it. Okay, now we was on number 1. We back down to what? Number 10.
Number 10. Yeah.
Number 10. 4.7. 4.7. 4.7
Meters.
That's meters.
Mm-hmm.
And
39.37 inches.
we go on that chart, we on meters. Where's meters at? Meters is
Down the bottom.
underneath a yard. And we going to what? Inches. So we coming all the way over here to inches, which is in the third column there. That's 39.37, right?
39.37.
39.37.
Yes.
And you're just doing the same thing. Same thing we did in the other one. 7 times 7.
49.
7 times 4. 28. 32, right? 32. Okay. 3 times 7. 21. That gives me 2 over there. 3 times 4. 12. And 2. 14. 1, 4. Okay. 9 times 7. 53. 63. Oh, you mess up already. That ain't the decimal point. 63. And we end up with a 6 up there. 9 times 4.
36.
36. Plus 6.
42.
42. Okay. 3 times 7. 21. We're still in line, right? Okay, that's 21. That's 2 up there. 3 times 4.
12
12
plus 2.
plus 2,
14.
14. I don't have anything else to do it?
What number we on?
10.
10?
Number 10, yeah.
I am not out of line. Trust me, I am not. That's where the number's coming out. Nine,
The 185?
3, you got 10,
It's 185.04.
8, 8, 1. Okay, you got 2, 3 decimal places. 1, 2, 3 decimal places. So the answer is 03. 9. Now,
0.04.
answer is 85.04 hundredths. No, it's already up there at the top. It's already up there at the top where it tells you to the nearest hundred. All of those gotta be to the nearest hundred.
I can't see the answer. Fucking wait.
The answer is 185.04.
Can everyone see the board? Can everyone see the board?
Yeah.
On the computer. Okay, good.
Yeah, because mine definitely has a glare. Mine has a glare. Okay, so is everybody comfortable with that?
Nah, I still need the answer for number 7 and 9.
You need to answer for number 7 and 9. Have you
Yeah.
been watching the procedure that we're going through?
I just need the answer. That's all, sir. Please, could I just have the answer and I figure out how you round it to the hundreds, please?
You just need the answer. We
Yes,
already gave
please.
that answer out. Somebody give them the answer.
15.33.
That's for number 7.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And 1.79 for 8.
When you had it like at 4,
and 1.7. What was 1.79 for what number? What number 9?
Number 8.
but
Okay,
I
what's
put that
number 9?
zero right there. And then do it, so I can
17.4.
line it up.
Yeah, you can,
And
but
then
I
go
mean,
7 times 7.
you
Or
could,
7 times
you
that
could,
is 0.
you could even
It was
do it like
17.
do it like
1737.
this. Or
It was
the 4.7,
17.3 something, but so they did the nearest
39.37. You can do it
100
that way
was
too.
4.
Since this is smaller, you can
Oh,
do it that way.
oh, okay.
I just did it the way they have it in the book.
No, because if I don't line it up, it's throwing off my math. It's
Yeah,
throwing it off.
yeah, okay.
So,
Yeah, but you could do that. You could do that as long as you understand what is what. As long as you understand what is what. And the whole nature of this game is following table 4. They're asking for certain things for each one in each one of these questions, meters to centimeters, yards to inches, feet to yards, inches to yards, centimeters to meters, inches to centimeters, feet to meters, centimeters to feet, yards to meters, meters to inches. And in all these cases, they have this conversion chart up top is what you use to multiply by to get your correct answer. And make sure you putting your decimal point in the right place. If you have a total of 8 decimal places when you're doing your math, at the end it's got to be moved 8 places. Suppose you don't have 8 slots. What do? We add zeros, right? Till we get to 8.
Right.
Till we get to 8. That's all. It's simple. Yeah. Okay.
Few spaces behind the decimal.
You with us, Mr. Miller?
60.
Any more questions?
So that number 4, that 90, that 2.5 yards. When they say round to the nearest 100, you don't round that. That's just 2.5, right?
2.5. For which
Right.
one?
That number 4, that 90 inches, it came out to be 2.5 yards from the answer, but it said rounded off to the nearest 100. That if you add a 0 there, that's just 2.5. That's just gonna stay like that, right?
If you add the 0, because they said to the hundreds.
Right. So it's just
0.5 and 50 are just about the same thing in decimal.
Okay, I got that's the question I'm asking. Okay. All
right. One is tenths and the other one is hundreds.
Okay, and number 6, this 67.64. It will be 67.6.
167.
167.64. The answer will be to the nearest 100. It will be 0.60 though, right?
Is that what we come up with, Mr. Barker? 0.60. 0.60. Everybody saying 0.64 for hundreds.
167.64.
Yeah, 0.64.
But that's the answer. But what's the nearest? The nearest 100 will be 60, right? It will be 167.60.
167.6.
Right. Okay. I'm just.
What number comes after that 6 in your calculation?
I'm just saying. I'm just putting 60 on it because I was just adding a 0. But like he just said, 167. Okay. So. Okay.
It became up 0.6. You just add the 0.
Okay. So
make it in hundreds.
I'm just phrasing it wrong. I'm just saying 60, but he said 167.6. Okay, I got that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that's just what
It's the same thing.
The same thing. You got 6 over 10. You got 60 over 100. Same thing.
Okay, and another quick question. That's 17.
Number what?
That's 17.4 for number 19. I mean for number 9. I'm sorry. That 19 yards equal 17.4. You don't round it. You don't have to round it to anything. It stays the same.
Is it changed? Oh yeah.
It's gonna be 17.37.
Huh?
It's going, huh?
The answer is 17.37, but the nearest hundredth is the 7.
Okay, I got you.
It's gonna round. So because it's higher than the 5,
The answer was 3.
and 3 to the 4.
So what was the actual first thing? 17.37. So that would be 17.4 now, right?
Right.
Okay, I got you.
No, let's still, because this is in hundreds, like this.
Right.
Right. 37 over 100.
I'm saying the 17.37. If you round it off to the nearest hundred, all it's gonna be is 17.4, right?
Exactly.
Not to the
guess
hundreds.
You can't round it off.
Not to the hundreds.
Yeah, to the hundred. After the point is the 3 and the 7. So you round
Okay.
the 7 to the 4.
What is this? This is what? Tenths?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the
So
next
what's
one is
that?
the 100.
100.
So I'm rounding that to 4, right?
No. If you round it to 4, you be in tenths. They want 100.
So 17.37, right?
Yeah.
If I go to the chart, it's gonna say the tenths and the 100, right? The first 2 spots after the decimal is the tenths and the 100, right?
Yeah.
So that would be the 7. So if I'm rounding the 37th off, it would be 40, right? So it would be 17.4.
No.
No.
No. Not to
Huh?
the hundreds. You already right. You already right there in the hundreds. 37 hundredths. That's 37 over 100.
So how? So
No. Where you get confused that if they said do this and round it up to the nearest tenth, the nearest tenth would be 74. That's the tenth.
So the answer.
100.
So the answer to number 9 is 17.37.
Yeah.
So-
That's what everybody got, right? 1737. Yeah.
You can.
They said
so how am I
They
rounding it
said
off?
100. You got to read and comprehend what you're reading. They
So
say 100. They say 100, and you give them this. That is absolutely wrong.
So the
That is
17.
absolutely wrong.
So the
So let me-
17. So the 1737 rounded to the nearest hundredths is what?
It's what? Yeah. What's the answer?
1737.
37.
Okay.
And it's like you got this here, and this a whole number here. This would be a whole number. Here's a whole number. These are tenths, hundreds, thousands,
So
10,000.
Dog, I'm lost, man. So if it's 17, if the answer is 17.37, if you rounded it off to what? If you rounded it off to the nearest hundred, what's the answer to that?
you said you can't round it off?
No, no.
Because the 3 isn't over 5.
The only way to round it over is if it's a number.
Or the decimal point, yeah.
There's no number beside it.
Oh, right.
If you have
There's no number.
it would be 30.
Then it'll be 30.
There's no round number.
If you came up with 17, 3, 7, 4, it's still 1737. Because you cannot make this an 8. Because
Right, because of the 4, it's not above the 5. Right?
Yeah, it's got to be above 5 to round this off to an 8.
So let me ask you this, Mr. Meadows.
We never came up with any numbers behind this.
But I just want to ask you this, Mr. Meadows.
Yes, sir.
If you do 19 times 0.9144, right? You get 17.3736.
3.6?
Yeah, you get
Is that what you're coming up with?
17.3736.
Is that what you're coming up?
Okay.
Right.
If there's 3 on this table, it doesn't matter.
Right. So I'm
It's still gonna be 37.
So you said you what was the answer? You got 17.376?
3736.
3.6.
7.
Yeah. 3.36.
So let's say round to the near hundreds, and so the near hundreds will be the 7 spot, right? Or you going to the 3?
That's 100 right there.
Yeah, the 100. I after the decimal point, the second number is the 100th. So 7th would be the 100th.
Correct.
And the 5 be the 1,000.
Yeah.
But there's no number there.
Mhm.
I'm gonna get it. What we did.
And when they came up with the answer, nothing could change that 7 to an 8 behind it.
So that's just a flat answer there. It nothing's happening with that.
So what? Oh, shoot.
Yeah, okay.
So this-
Well, hold the whole number. Hold the
Too,
number.
bro.
3, 7, 3, 6.
So you going to the number after the 100th to see if it's over the 5?
Oh, that don't matter. Nothing after the 7 matters.
You can't change. You're not going to change this to a 5. How you going to change the 3 to a 5?
So Mr. Meadows, check this out then. If that's the case, number 6, we just did number 6, right? You said 167.64. Rounded to the nearest 10th is 167.6. Right?
We're not doing anything in tenths. Okay? So get that out. Get the tenths out of your head. Get it out of your head. The book
I'm
is
sorry,
asking for hundreds.
I'm sorry, not the tenths, I mean the hundreds. I'm sorry. For number 6, it was we rounded it to the nearest 100. And the 4 was in the 100th place. And once we rounded it, it just became the 0.6. It became 167.6.
Which problem was that? 4?
That was number 6.
6, yeah.
Right. So if you put 167.64 on the board right now, and you round it to the nearest
67.64.
0.64. Okay, and you rounded it to the nearest 100, which was the
already
answer.
In hundreds.
So how did we?
Already in hundreds.
But we rounded it to 1.6, 1.60. That was the answer. You just told me that was correct.
It's not another number.
You cannot. How are you gonna round? Only way this is going to change is this is a 5.
So why you?
Then it'll be 65.167.65.
So you just pretty much just going.
The 4 is the 100th place, y'all.
Right.
Yeah. Right. So what?
Make this a 5.
So why you just tell me that was correct though? Once I rounded it to 167.0, you told me that was correct. Once I rounded it to the
167 point what?
You told me that was correct when I rounded it 167.60. When I said that earlier for number 6,
No,
you said that was correct.
I don't recall saying nothing like that. No, I don't. How can I make this a 0? How can I make this a 0 when it's already a 4?
But hey, Mr. Meadows,
How
you most definitely said that because when I said it was
you said that.
When I said it was 1.
Okay. Well, if I said that, it's a mistake.
It's a mistake.
Disregard it.
Okay.
Disregard it.
Okay.
We already know what the formula is, right?
So
you understand the formula? This is 100. That is 10.
So it's pretty much the number after the 100th that you're going to look at to see what it is.
This is 1,000. And another 0. 10,000.
Right. Okay.
And another zero, 100,000.
Okay.
You got your decimal point right there. And another zero is a million, right?
So we just going at the number that's after the 100 spot though to determine what it'll be.
Yeah.
Okay. I got you now.
If this zero happened to be a 6, then that would change this to 0.65.
I see what's going on now. I was just a little confused because when it was saying the 100 spot, I'm going to the 100 spot. Not looking at the number that's after the 100 spot.
If I said 0.60 and the answer came out to 64, that couldn't have been right. It couldn't have been right. Because we're talking about 100.
So I'm sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Nah, so if that number up top, just say if that number up top that you got 167.64, right?
167.64.
Okay, now just say if it was 167.60, then it would turn into a 1, right?
60?
Yeah. So that 4 will turn into a 1. If that was a 0,
605.
It'll turn into a 1, right?
605. Yes, that would change to a 1.
Okay. I see what
This
you
would
okay,
change that to a 1.
I got you now. I got you.
Why would it change to a 1 though?
Because
why would it change to a 1? Why would it change? It's a rule. It's a rule. Did you read the rules about how you do this?
Yeah, I got
anything under a 5, you do nothing. Anything above a 5, it increases the number before by 1.
So whatever that last number is that's in the 100th, you're gonna just look at that next number and see if it's 5 or above. If it is, then it's gonna stay the same.
In essence. If it's below 5, you just stick with this. Stick with what you came up with.
If it's below 5, you stick with what you came up with.
Yeah.
5 or above is switch.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Okay. Okay.
Smell what you cooking now, Shorty.
I think I'm going back to decimal point.
I was a little confused.
I'm just joking. But
I got a little confused.
What I had to do is make sure you understand what was happening. Make sure you understand.
No, I most definitely understood. I was reading it right, but looking at it wrong by saying 100 spot. I'm literally going to the 100 spot.
Yeah, that's what I.
Instead of going to the number after the 100 and saying if it's 5 and above or 5 and below, to switch that 100 spot number.
Yeah,
that's what I was doing. Yeah.
Okay.
That's me. That's on me.
Okay.
Okay. So number 8 would be what 1.80 then. Because it's above the 5.
No. We're not going to that. 5.5.
Yeah, centimeters.
Okay, that's the number what? 8. That's a centimeter. Centimeter.
0.03281.
Where's that at?
0.03281.
81.
So you don't line the decimals up together.
What?
If you don't want.
Now I'm taking 0.0.
I'm confused now.
Man, this shit gonna stress me out.
No, you still using that number. You still using this number. This here. They need to put it like this. 5.
Oh,
4,
I see.
You can do it like that.
I see.
You see it now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I see.
This is just how, it may be confusing you.
Yeah.
But
because a few times that
you just got a long travel this way than doing it like this. This is shorter,
So if you
When you
time
flip-
that 54.5,
when you flip it over, but you still gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 decimal places.
Okay, I got it. I
I
see
have
what's going on
6 decimal places. Back here, you have 6 digits big back here, whether it's zeros or whatever. It's gonna be 6 of them.
I got it.
That puts it in the middle.
So the answer gonna be one.
Listen,
Answer gonna be
it's a little different.
1.788,145.
It doesn't line up like adding and subtracting. Adding and subtracting, I gotta keep my decimal point here, 2, 8, 1. That one there, well, can't subtract that from that anyway. So I gotta have this here. I could subtract it, but then it's gotta be like this.
Be lined up, right?
And then I gotta have this here, this here, this here, and that.
And the zero.
Yeah, take that and that. So forth, so on and so on, so on and so on. Until I come up with my answer.
Yeah.
That's addition and
Multiplication.
subtraction. That's when you line this. You line your decimals up there. You
Yeah,
don't care where it comes up in here.
yeah, don't because you just count behind the decimals.
Yeah, right at 5, on the 5, 4.5. I can have it sitting right underneath. I can have the 5 sitting right underneath the 1. 5 underneath the 1. That's the point. 4.
You multiply it, right?
You move this here is the process or adding whichever one you want to do. That's when you gotta have this kind of
When you add.
subtraction.
So okay, so Mr. Meadows, how you so for sure about how you could set that and move that 54.5 any way you want it like that? Like how you so for sure about that?
I'm not sure about it.
Because you just
like
because
how you so for sure?
That's the digits I was given.
Okay.
You just
Okay,
I didn't make this up. I didn't make this up.
Clearly, I know you
digits
didn't make that
I
up.
was given.
Clearly, I know, but I'm trying to figure out how you know about the six spots behind it. Clearly, I know you didn't make it up, Mr. Meadows.
it's the numbers behind the decimal point.
So one.
The numbers behind the decimal point.
2, 3,
And you got one there.
It'll be 6 numbers behind the decimal point.
so we are
6 up here.
And then and that's gonna make
Fuck
it
do I know?
up to million.
And then you break it down to hundreds.
Yeah.
So y'all know. So basically, y'all understanding that it's 6
Ain't
decimal
no
points.
y'all. Ain't no y'all.
No,
Yeah.
I mean you and someone else said 6 decimal points.
No.
So clearly, y'all.
We looked over that. We already said maybe it was a problem in what I said, but that's over with now. We talking about this.
Yeah, it's
Over with.
yeah, it's 6 behind the decimal.
Right. Okay. All right. Y'all got how did y'all get 6 decimal points? Because I see 4 the other way, and I guess that's-
Where do you see 4?
the 0, the 3, the 2, the 8, the 1.
And then the 5 behind
Because it's 5. It's moved 5 places on the bottom, and then it's 5. It's 1 place on
then
the
it's
top.
one
So you
down
just
here.
add. So it's 6.
Okay. That's
You move
okay. That's
6
what I'm
times.
asking. Okay, I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all you
I
do.
see. Okay, I got it. I see the 6. I'm just trying to figure out how you got 6 spots. Okay. All right.
In multiplication, you got to do that. Multiplication and division. You do the same thing if you're doing division. You using that or you using this. You got to do the same thing. Whatever's out, say that's, let's say that's 54.5. Okay. Then you're gonna try to run that into this 0.0321. That's an impossibility. First off, you got to move this here So that's gonna make that 545. It's gonna never go in there.
And then
Now you got one place here, so you gotta move it right there. And your decimal point will be right there.
see, how do you do, what's the next?
What's the next position?
Yeah,
Well,
5.
545 go into 0.
Oh, 0 down.
No. Will 545 go into 3?
No.
No. Will 545 go into 2?
No.
No. Will 545 go into 381?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Will 545 go into 3281?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
How many times?
Um,
6?
What's 4?
4 times?
4?
4 times? Okay. And meanwhile, where you see those X's at, those are not X's, those are
0.
zeros.
Right.
Each one of these is a 0 because it can't go in there.
Right.
Can't go in.
So 0.
4 times 5 is 20. 4 times 4 is 16 and 2 18. 4 times 5 is 20. 21.
That's still in enough.
Huh? 0, that's 1.
Leave.
0 from there, 0. 1 from there, 1. 1 from there is 1. So we can get at least 2 more out of it.
Yes.
So it should be 6.
6. Right.
It'd be 6. We just trying this to see whether it'll work. Because we put that 4 up there don't mean it's gotta stay. We gotta be right. 6 times
Yeah,
5,
6 times. Yeah.
30. 6 times 4.
3,270.
Hmm?
Plus
3,270.
27. 6 times 5. 30 plus what? 32. Okay, 0 for that is 1. 1 for that, 7 for that is 1. 0, 0, 0. 0, 0. That's the best you're gonna come up with that right there. And don't tell me that you can't do it because we just did it. We just did it. That's the answer right there. 0, 0, 0, 6. All right?
They got it quiet on that end.
Hey, nah, man, I ain't even quiet. Actually, man, I'm looking at something, man, and I still got some questions to ask, man. But
Well, you just ask your question, but before you ask the question, make sure that you've done your background work. Your background work needs to be done first. If you don't understand the formula and you don't understand what you're doing, you're always going to be off. You're always going to be off. You got to understand what you're doing.
That's why
What
you're
you
here.
are
That's
doing.
that's why you here for me. That's why I'm asking you.
Well, that's why I'm telling you.
Well,
That's why I'm telling you.
we'll refer back to the book, though, the orders of operation. That's what you have to,
That's what it is. And it seems to me that you're trying to make a statement like, I'm making this up. I don't make this up. I don't make this up.
Why would
It's
I
in
be
the
thinking
book.
you making it up, man?
It's in the
Come on,
book.
man.
I've heard you ask this on multiple occasions. Why? Because they gave you the formula for it. That's why. I'm not upset or anything, but I'm just trying to get it across to you that these are formats that you got to go through.
Okay, all right. If that's the format, if we look back at this 5.1.3, right? And it says according to table 4, 1 centimeter is equal to 0.3937 inches. To convert 13 centimeters into inches, multiply 13 by this factor. The result is 5.1181 inches. For the most applications, round to the 5.12 inches or even to 5.1 inches. Rounded decisions depends on the application. Locating the center of a steel plate drill hole requires procedure for placing the mailbox post. That's I'm just trying. I just begin confused that like the rounding part, like that's all. I just
How many numbers you got after that decimal point?
4.
What are they?
That would be 1181 5.1181.
1181.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and you want to have that in hundreds, right?
I want to round
Right?
it. Yeah,
That's what we're doing it. That's what we're doing.
uh-huh.
Will that 8 change that? Change that 8 to a 9? No. Will that change that 8 to a 9? A 1? No. Will that 8 change that 1 to a 2?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so this is what we come up with.
So they pretty much
This number here is higher than
he not going to the actual 100 spot. It's the number after the 100 spot that'll change that number.
Right.
yeah.
Okay. That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. I'm not saying
That's why I was
if it don't
confused
work
there,
out, it don't work out.
All right, so Mr.
Yeah.
Meadows, that one we was just doing, we got that answer for number 8. It was 1.79, right?
Well, did we come up with that?
No, it wasn't 1.7. 1.78.
Oh, it was 1.78.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
so
you couldn't round it at all.
so if I round the 1.78 off, it will go to 1.79.
And then when the number after the 8 is less than 5, you can't
what's the-
round it off. You can't round it off.
Can't round it off because there's no number after 8.
No, it's less than 5.
It's less than 5, so you can't change the 8. The 7 to
Yeah, because it's
yeah.
because it's 1.788145.
Right. But he
So
1.7
1.7
1.7
88
8
So it is
145.
4-5.
4 5.
So
Okay, we want hundreds out of that, right?
right. So that one.
Okay. Will this
So that-
change that to a 5? Absolutely. So that makes this a 5. Will that 5 change that to a 2? Absolutely. So this becomes a 2. That 2, is that 2 higher than 5? No. So the answer remains 1.78. Hundreds. We got it?
Yep.
Yeah, we just went through an extra number. Sometimes you can see it plain as day when you know while you're doing it. And then you say, it's not necessary for me to go. If I got a 1 there, it's not necessary for me to go any further than that because it's not gonna make it a 5.
Hey, Mr. Meadows.
Yes, sir.
But that number that you got up top was missing an 8.
178.
It's 1.788145.
Okay, 8845.
No,
Well,
88145.
wait a minute. You all giving me these numbers. You giving me these numbers, and I'm writing them down. I'm writing them down. That's what you told me. 1.78145.
Not well, you misheard the 8. You didn't put the other 8 in there. It's supposed to be 88,145.
1.78
8
1
145.
4 5.
Right. So that would change that to 1.79.
Well, I wouldn't even win it in Florida, but that's gonna come up to 179.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So this is an 8. That's an 8.
But that was the problem that he was talking about on number 8 though.
But they just gave you the wrong.
That second 8 is
Yeah, we gave you the wrong number.
Yeah.
But that's what it comes down to. This comes down to
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's what I was. That's
If you round it off.
Okay. Well, maybe you weren't explaining yourself quite well enough because you gave me these numbers.
Yeah, that was the wrong. You have the wrong number. You
Yeah.
Okay, what if
Write
you
down the
round it
extra
off
8.
in the 10th?
10th?
If you rounded that 7 off, that 8 would make that 7 and 8.
right,
Right?
1.8.
right.
Yeah. 10th.
10th.
That's a 10th though.
And if you want it in whole number, it becomes 2.
Right, right, because that 8 is above that 5. So, all right, I got it.
2. Yeah.
I just got to do the zeros. You know,
If there had been 1.5, the same difference, that would be 2. Because it's higher than 5. That's going to change that.
if that's 10th, if they wanted to round it off in.
Yeah.
It just depends on what
You
you
want
want.
Oh, that's if you want to.
Don't try to make it harder than what it actually is. Just stay as simple as possible. You know, just like when I switch the numbers around, you got point this, and that, and then you got 5.4. I'm going to do this before I even attempt to do something like that. Why would I do that? I got to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places before I can get something? No.
So how do you?
I'm gonna take
well,
this is the easiest route here.
Mr. Meadows, honestly, that was the way that I actually did one of them, though. Honestly, Mr. Meadows,
That's 28.
Mm-hmm.
you heard me?
What you say?
I said I ain't gonna lie. That was honestly how I did that. That number 8 problem, though. I actually lined it up the decimals for the multiplication.
Okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
You just said it's gonna take a longer route, though, huh?
If I multiply this is a 0, that's a 0, that's a 0, that's a 0, and that's a 7. If I multiply that, I gotta come up with 4 times 7 is 28.
Right.
4 times 0 is 0, so I got to put down that 28.
Right.
What's the one? 4 times that? 0, right? 0, right?
Right.
Am I right?
Right.
Yeah. And another one?
0.
A 0. I gotta do that just for that 4.
Right.
Just for that 4. And why would I want to do all of that when I can just flip it over and do it the other way? You know.
Man, well, I don't know how to flip it over. I'm gonna do it that way.
Yeah.
Mr. Meadows, show us how you flip it. Please.
You just gotta use that calculator.
They said don't use the calculator.
Ladies, all right.
We'll do 7 times that is what, 28? 7 times that is what, 35? Plus 2?
37.
30. I'm not even gonna bother doing this. 0, 0, 1.
You can't multiply them.
Yeah.
So you just
So, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4, there's 5, there's 6 places. That's going to be that answer. That's going to be that answer. I have 6 places in order for this to come out right. Because I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
and addition.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 decimal points.
So whatever the answer is, you just pretty much going to the third number after the decimal point and seeing if it's a 5 or high or 5 and below. I mean, or below to get
Well,
that
basic, but,
to get that 100 spot.
but something like this, I couldn't come up with
Right.
anything registered hundreds.
Right. I'm just saying, just whenever you come up with your answer, right?
Yeah.
You pretty much going to that third number after the decimal point to determine what it's gonna be.
Determine whether it's gonna be higher.
What the 100 spot gonna be.
Right.
Okay.
Right. That's it.
So Mr. Meadows, right? I'm gonna keep it simple for you and keep it cool, right? Number 10, it says is 185.039. So if I round it to the nearest 100, that would just be 185.40.
0.04.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm messing it up because I'm saying the phrase with 40, but I could just say 0.4. 0.04.
It gotta be
0.04.
Yeah. 0.04 is not 0.40.
Oh, okay.
0.40 is 4/10 or 4/100.
Okay, so it's 185.0.
04.
Okay.
Because that 9 changed that 3.
Right, exactly. Because what you were just saying, pretty much.
Look at that third number after the decimal point.
Yeah, anything that's in that third spot that's over 5, you go above it.
5 and above, you're gonna change that 100 spot right there. You want to change that 100 spot. If
Okay.
below it, it's gonna stay the same.
Now looking at this, suppose they wanted to, just give me an example. Suppose they wanted millimeters. They gave you 1 millimeter, and they wanted in miles. What would that answer be?
You say
according to that table, what would that answer be? The same number as what they
It'll
told
be
you,
the
right?
same number, right?
Absolutely
Maybe
correct.
not the zero behind it can't change the 100 spot.
Exactly the same number.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
but it's just giving you a bunch of digits. It's giving you a bunch of. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got 6 zeros in. 6 zeros in there to change it to a mile, millimeters to a mile. That's it's just gonna take a while, and I wouldn't put those 6 zeros on the bottom. I put them on top, and then I do my whatever, how many millimeters it is, 12 times that, and then I just make sure I keep all my digits correct.
And that same number right there is gonna be times itself. So that's what it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why
One times whatever that number is, I don't really want to talk about it. Too bad.
Yeah.
It's too many digits for me, man.
It's gonna stay
just too many digits. Okay. Excuse me? Yes, you may. 150. What about 150? We keep going. Why we keep going back into this little diagram when it was already explained multiple times? Office one. You got everybody on Office 1? Look at Office 1. Tell me how much is in there. Huh? Tell me what's in there. What's in Office 1? You got 2 16s and you got 2 28s.
Yeah, 2 16, 2 28.
Yeah. In Office 2, you got 2 15
and
15
2 30,
and not 15 feet 9 inches, and you got 2 23 feet 8 inches. 2 of them, because there are 4 walls in there. when it comes down to figuring out for the conference room, at the top, you have to cut it off right there where that ledge is. And they're saying from top to
16
bottom, that top piece is 16. So you got to have 2 16 and that 24. You don't have the rest going across, but you still got that 4. That little piece down there, that little piece right down there, you still got that. You figured out for the bottom of it, you got 20 once, you got 16 twice. 16 twice. 16 twice. You got one over there by the bathroom, you got one over there to the right-hand side, and you got 120 at the bottom. You don't have a 60 or 20 at the top because there's no wall there. There's no wall there. You don't have a wall.
It's 4 rooms.
It's 4 rooms, and 1, 2, 3, 4 rooms. 4 rooms have 4 walls. That's the bathroom and where those swinging doors at. And the office 1 and office 2. The conference room has to be split up. Well, I'm not going completely all over those numbers again. Your answer should be 343 for total. 343. Now, I'm not going back over that again.
Man, I need some help. I'm gonna need you to go back.
You need to come into class.
Probably. I need a one-on-one class.
Yeah. What?
A one-on-one class, because
One-on-one.
yeah,
Well,
one-on-one. I just need to get with
you know where you get that at? You know where you get that at? You go straight to gfclearnfree.org and you go to allison.com. You can get that one-on-one because you got to sit there and figure it out yourself. It's telling you how it's done. You just walking behind it, doing it yourself. That's all. That's all. Yeah. That's all you're doing. Trust me. Now, we finished up 160. Okay? Yeah, that's almost we up at 7 o'clock already. Huh? Finally. 161. Right? Inch pound. I'm not going back anymore, gentlemen. So that's out. 521. Inch pound units of weight. Yeah, please, Ms. Barker.
Weight is the force that an object exerts on a surface due to its mass and the Earth's gravity. In the inch-pound system, common units for weight include the ounce, the pound, and the ton. Table 5 shows the relationship between these 3 units. Table 5, 1 ounce is 1/16 of a pound, or 0.62. Okay.
Yeah, 25.
Okay. Abbreviate the common inch-pound weight units as shown. An ounce or ounces may be abbreviated as OZ or OZS. Right? OZ. I ain't gonna say that.
So that means to tell me that I've been getting shorted all this time.
What was that?
You've been shorted.
I've been getting shorted all this time.
Yeah.
Now that took me back in the 70s and the 60s.
Mhm.
Getting
Okay.
shorted.
A pound or pounds may be abbreviated as LB or LBS.
Mhm.
The ton may be abbreviated as T. Covering from 1 inch-pound weight unit to another requires multiplying or dividing by an appropriate conversion factor. For example, to convert 134 ounces to pounds, divide by what? 16.
Mhm.
the number of ounces in 1 pound. Okay. The result is 8.375 pounds. Round the number to its appropriate level. All right.
8.4.
Fourth.
8 point what? What's the appropriate level?
Whatever you say it is.
Yeah, yeah. If they say hundreds, they want it in hundreds. If they say
Get
tenths, they
started.
want it in tenths.
I've been
Yeah.
getting shorted.
Yeah.
Same.
Okay, force is a push or pull on a surface. In this module, a force is the weight of an object or a fluid. Mass, the quantity of matter present. Okay, whatever's present, that's the mass. Did you know common metric terms? The millimeter, centimeter, meter, and kilometer are the most common metric lengths. Length units longer than a kilometer are uncommon. Scientists and precision machinists may use units smaller than the millimeter, 0.001 meter. The micrometer, 0.00001 meter. Nanometer, all those zeros and a one, and the what is that?
Picometer.
Picometer. I've never even heard of it. Picometer.
Yeah,
Are very specialized units.
picofarads, in electronics, they have capacitors rated in picofarads.
Is that right?
Picofarads, microfarads. Yeah.
Now, picofarads is higher than the microfarads, right?
It's higher, it's smaller.
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 Okay.
Micro is minute, but the pico is even smaller. It's even smaller.
Micro is smaller than micro.
Yeah. You see all them zero? You see all them zeros?
Oh yeah,
What
yeah,
they-
yeah,
Yeah. See all them zeros after that decimal
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, I see it. I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it.
Mhm.
But what do they use those in?
Huh? Well, pipe.
Yeah, I mean just those period. I know about
Well,
micro, but
They use it in electricity, electronics,
okay.
electronics. Say electronics. To keep away from electricity because electricity just has a bunch of hard wire. They don't really have components like caps and stuff like that.
Okay, yeah, because those just two I never heard of. I heard of
Yeah, capacitors and microfarads, picofarads, so forth, so on.
Okay, all right.
Okay, I'm gonna read 5.2.2, metric units of weight. The metric system uses the milligram, the gram, and the kilogram as its weight units. As with length, these metric units relate to each other by tens. Okay. Table 6 shows their relationships. Abbreviate each metric weight unit as shown. A milligram is abbreviated as mg, milligram. Okay. The gram is abbreviated as G. The kilogram is abbreviated as kg. Converted metric weight units requires multiplying or dividing by tens. Alternatively, just shift the decimal point to the left or right. Table 6 shows that 1 gram is equal to 1,000 kilograms. Let's see that.
Milligram.
To convert 6,439 milligrams to grams, divide 6,439 grams by 1,000. The number of milligrams in a single gram. A milligram is 0.001 grams. So an easier method is to move the decimal point 3 places to the left.
3 places.
Regardless of the method chosen, the result is the same, 6.439 grams. So you see the metric units of weight here. You see the milligram is equal to 0.001 grams or 0.0000001 kilogram. 1 gram, 1,000 milligrams or 0.01 kilograms. 1 kilogram is equal to 1,000 grams or 0.001 metric tons. 1 metric ton is 1,000 kilograms.
Woo-wee.
That's a lot there, class.
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay. On the page 162, around the world, a modern scientific thinking started to develop in the 1500s. Scientists realized that they needed to agree on measurement standards. Every country had its own units, so scientists had difficulty communicating their measurement to each other. In the 1790s, French scientists started developing what became the metric system. They began with a standard length called the meter. Over the next century, the world scientific community adopted the metric system. Everybody except the United States and maybe 1 or 2 other countries adopted the metric system. Eventually, I don't know why, but
Well, it was no United States in 1790.
yeah, it was
It's
1776.
17? No, we just had 13 columns.
Well, 1776, it was the United States. That's when they formed it. Yeah,
Other than Boston.
yeah, that's what I thought. Correct me if I'm wrong.
It was 1649.
Well, it wasn't no.
Christopher Columbus ain't find Jack.
Hey man,
You know, they when I was going to school, you know, I was in Catholic school, and that's the only thing I could ever remember. Christopher Columbus discovered America. I said, Jesus Christ, my encyclopedia don't say that. It does not say that. And I had about 3 different types of of encyclopedia. Yeah,
Native Americans.
yeah. How can you discover something already discovered?
That part right there.
Yeah, yeah. Huh? What? The Indians were here first. Indians were here. What is wrong with y'all, man? Oh, Portuguese. Okay.
Eventually, most of the world successfully made the change. However, not until the 1970s did the United States and Canada truly acknowledge the metric system. Increasing global trade stimulated this shift, but many people resisted learning a new measurement system. Even today, many in the United States do not understand metric units.
I would
true.
prefer metric than dealing with that 12. That 12 is just, I can remember when I was at school, I said, Jesus Christ, I got to do this. But in metric, you already got it. It's 10. Power of 10. Yeah.
Okay, converting weight units between systems. Table 7 shows the inch pound, and what we just did on the previous, on page 160, it shows the length. So this one here shows the pound and the
Inch pound and metric weight.
The relationship between weight units in the inch pound and metric system. The conversion factors may be more precise than required. Always round answers to the values appropriate to its application. An HVAC technician might have to convert air conditioning, refrigerant weight from one system to the other. or a crane operator may need to verify that his inch-pound rigging could handle a particular metric specified load.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine that the load weighs 1,200 kilograms. How many pounds is this? Table 7 shows that 1 kilogram equals 2,205 pounds. Let's look at the chart here. 1 kilogram.
It equals 2.205.
205.
Yeah, 2.205.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
you see it here on metric on table 7, pound, and you see 2.205
Same thing we were doing just before.
for 1 kilogram. So multiplying that 1,200 kilogram by 2.205 yields 2,646 pounds. The slings or lifting equipment must have a rated capacity greater than 2,646 pounds. When working with smaller weights, ounces or grams may be more appropriate. 1 ounce is equal to 28.35.
Mm-hmm.
So the gram is the smaller unit.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Convert ounces to grams by multiplying the number of ounces by 28.35. Convert grams to ounces by dividing 28.35.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, like we come off the lumber down with 2x4. So they saying a real ounce is 28.35. That's 28 grams.
Right. We all been getting shorted.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I need my 0.35.
Yeah.
They cheated you.
Yeah. Yeah. All the time.
Yeah.
And I don't know if y'all noticed this, the food industry is tricking us too,
Yeah.
because they're making things smaller.
Mhm.
And guess what?
Charging
You're
you.
paying more for it. I don't know if y'all noticed it. I have noticed it.
Oh, yeah.
Even if you buy a box of cereal, them boxes are slightly smaller than they were years ago.
We used to have huge boxes back in the day.
But they're charging the same amount.
Mhm.
For
More.
smaller.
Charging more.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They're charging more
Yeah.
for less.
Giving you less. Giving you less. But the main thing to keep in mind is this table is no different from the other table you just went through. When you figure these problems out, you got to use its numbers. Okay? Those are the conversion numbers.
Hey, Mr. Meadows.
Yes, sir.
Can I ask you this question though, right quick? I mean, it might be like
Sure.
kind of. I mean, it's on subject, but it might be
Mhm.
off subject, right? Okay, now how when you see down here, right? When you go to the pound, right?
Mm-hmm.
It says 16 ounces.
Yeah.
But if you got an ounce at 28.349, I mean, we got what was it ounce at 28.349.5. Now why just say strictly 16?
That's an ounce to a milligram.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you?
Well, you got pound to ounce.
Right.
then
I'm
you-
just saying.
Then you have ounce to ounce.
Right. I'm just saying if they say technically an ounce is 28 point, what is it? 28.49.
35.
That's equal to a milligram.
Oh, okay. I'm okay. So even at 28.35, right? If you times
Okay,
that
that's an ounce versus a
Right.
gram.
right. So if an
you
ounce
just
is 20,
only thing you're doing is multiplying that 28.35 by whatever quantity in ounces.
right. But if you times 28 times 16, you gonna You know what I mean? Because they say the pound is 16 ounces, right?
16 ounces.
Yeah.
Right. So they saying 16 even ounces.
But you know, you got to keep in mind, this is, I don't have anything to do with the conversion chart.
It's America,
I
Jack.
don't have anything to do with that. This is their chart. Their chart. And only thing they're asking you to do is follow the procedure. If they're giving you a unit, then you got to find the other one that you need. If they give you milligram and you got to change it to metric ton, then you got to use that 0.000000001.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
You know, you got to use that number. You know, regardless of how you think about it, you got to use that. Okay.
Okay, let's read water and the gram. The millimeter is popular metric unit for measuring liquids. It equals 1/1000th of a liter. 1 millimeter of pure water weighs exactly what? 1 gram. This is yet another example of the metric system practicality. Remember however, that other liquids have different weights. Yeah, like oil might have more weight than water. Even though it's a liquid, right? Yeah.
And it's study problems converting weights to units. Now they're giving you 50 pounds, so your unit of weight is 50 pounds, and they want you to change that to kilogram. So you got to come all the way across till you see kilogram, and then you got to use 0.4536.
2268. 22.68.
Yeah, so that stays the same.
Kilogram to kilogram. 1 pound. 1 pound is 0.4536.
Yeah.
Kilogram.
That's the answer I got too, was 22.68. So that stays the same, right?
Okay, I don't know. I haven't worked it out, but that everybody conclusive?
Yeah, it has to stay the same.
Yeah, because there's no third number after.
Okay. Well, let's see. Yeah, let's see.
Let's see.
See.
So 1 pound.
So you got 50
Pound.
pounds. And you got the conversion to kilogram is
0.4536.
0.4536. That's the way I would do it. 0 times 6 is 0. So we ain't going all the way through this. So that's gonna come up 0, 0, 0. Okay, and then you go 5 times 6 is 30. Under this second set here. 5 times that's 30. And 5 times that's 15 plus 3, 18. I got one over there, 25, that's 26. There's 2 over there, 5 times that is 22. 22. And you come 0, 0, 8, 6, 2, 2. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6, 8
pound. Kilogram.
That's gonna be kilogram.
50 pounds converts to 22.
So that's 22.7 basically.
Yeah, it could be.
Right, 23. Was it then?
Nah, it don't do anything.
We're not going through that. This is the answer right here.
Yeah, that's the answer. Okay.
This is the answer.
Yeah, that's the answer.
This is the answer. We're not going through that.
Okay.
That's the answer. Ain't no joke. Okay, that's the answer for number one.
Now, hey, Mr. Meadows, that's what I was getting confused at first too, though. You will get confused in it though, but now I know if it's nothing happening, if it's nothing happening with that third number, so the number that's after the 8, if it's 0, it's the exact number.
Listen to what they said at the end. Round answer to the nearest 100. So this would be the answer.
Right, exactly.
22.68. 22.68.
But you can't be rounded off to the, oh yeah.
100. It's 100. That's in 100.
Yeah, because the zeros in the back of it.
Yeah.
If you do the 10, it would have been 20, what?
22.7.
I got it. I got it.
We're gonna stick with that 100.
Yeah.
As long as that's what they saying, that's what we're gonna do. 50 kilograms.
I got it now.
Kilogram.
2.205. 2.205 pounds.
Pounds.
110.25.
Kilogram.
Yeah, 110.25. That's 110.25. That's the answer.
2 point. What'd you say?
205.
205. Now I'm gonna switch that one around again too. Yeah. I want 2.205 because I don't want to do all the extra work. 5 times 0. We ain't gonna worry with that. That's gonna be 0. That's gonna be 0. It's gonna be 0. 5 times 5, 25. 5 times 0. So we just bring down that 2. 5 times 2, 10. 5 times 2 is 10. Plus 1 left over, that makes it 11. 0, 5, 2, 0, 1, 1. We got 1, 2, 3 spots, right? 1, 2, 3. 110, 25. 110.25 hundredths. That's what, yeah. Okay. Next. You can do that yourself, man. Can't you do that? That's what's happening. You got to start trying to do this on your own. Just keep copying stuff down, keep copying it down. Then you go, you get into it later on and say, oh, what the heck was that? It's gonna happen. It happened to me sometimes. Forget. Okay, the next one is 15.9. 15.9
times 28.35.
times
28.35.
28.35.
Yeah.
And the answer is 45. Come on, man. Y'all don't know if y'all want to move fast or slow with this shit.
45.
45. 9 times 3
27.
27
Plus 4.
is 31.
31.
9 times 8
72.
72 and 3
75.
75. 9 times 2
18.
8, and another one makes it 15, right?
Yeah.
And 7 makes it 15. Okay. Now we're going to 5. That was the first one right here. This go, it looks a little funny, but my next number is at 5. So 5 times 5, 25. 5 times that, 15, and 2, 17. 5 times that is 40, and 1 is 41, right? 5 times that is 10, and 1 is 14. And what's left over 14, I'm sorry. And then we go to the third one. We go up 1 time, that's 5, 3, 8.
You gotta be.
Right? 5, 6, 17, 10. That's 10, right? 10. And that's 12, 13, 14. And you got that. That's 4. And you got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 44, 7, 6, 5, which the answer would be 440.77.
Yeah, that's what I got. I'm just doing good now, Mr. Meadows. Thank you, man. You
I'm,
doing all right,
I'm
man.
so happy, man.
Thank you, man.
I know, man. Hey, listen, it gets you there. But just make sure everything's lined up. It's lined up. You know, I kept everything close to its spot.
We just gotta go. We just gotta go back to page 150.
Oh, we're not going back on.
No, that's not. No, that's not. Hey, that wasn't right.
Huh?
That wasn't right. You said 440 is 450.
Yeah, it's 450. The answer 450.77.
Yeah, 450.77.
Yeah, that was it. That's what he had on there.
How y'all
Yeah,
get 77?
440.
I got 70. How y'all get 77 though?
Because they round to the
I
nearest
got
100.
450. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My bad. I'm about to fuck the class up already.
Okay. What's next? Is 97, 94,
Graham,
94. And we changing that to ounces.
0
Let's see, gram.
0.03527.
Huh?
I got
0,
0.0
0.03527.
3527.
3.3.
Okay. So we doing this here 4 times 7, 28. 2. 4 times that is 8. Makes it 10. 4 times 5 is 20. 2 over. 4 times 3 is 12. Plus 2, 14. 4 times 0 is 0. 4 times 0. Okay, now we're going 9 times 7.
63.
63.
63. And you got a 6 up there. 9 times that is 18. And 6 is 24, right? Right?
Yeah.
24. 2. 9 times that is 45. And 2 is 47. 9 times 3 is 27. And 4 is 30. Right?
27 plus 4 is 31.
31. Okay. Well, that's far as we going with that one. That's 8, 3,
5.
4, 11,
5.
2,
Hmm?
3.
See, you know my problem is no.
This is, you go here, that's 11, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's 11. 1 left over, that made that 2.
2. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
And that's what's fire.
And you got your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So 3.21.
It's 3.21.
Damn, what the fuck did I do?
Huh?
Somebody ain't right.
Yeah, I
What-
done got something wrong.
What
man.
ain't right?
I don't know. I done did something wrong on my end there.
Well, he come in when you did the second, when you did that.
It's 3.31.
Yeah, that's what I got too.
If you times 0.035527 times 94, you get 3.3153. Oh, you get 3.31538.
I don't know how maybe my math is wrong. Check it out.
Yeah, I most definitely
No,
am.
that's what we're here for.
Yeah. Hey, what was your answer? 3.31538, right?
3.21438.
Nah.
My answer over here is 3.31538.
3. Yeah, it should be 3.32. It should be 3.32.
Okay. Did you work it out yourself or you did it on calculator?
Calculator said.
I did it on the calculator.
31538.
315.
Yeah, 3.31538.
Okay.
Okay, it threw me
I
off.
think we must have added something wrong.
That's what I got to play.
You know, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
My man.
4 times 7.
28, 32.
4 times 2.
8 plus
10.
31.
So the answer would
4
be
times 7 is 20.
3.32.
1 is 21.
Yeah, 3.32.
Yeah, that's the answer. 3.32.
That's it, right?
He said the answer was 3.32.
Yeah.
He got 2, so he still got to go. Okay, so 5 times 8, not hitting that. All right.
Do that right now. 4 times that's 12. 4 times that is 20. 28. 4 times that is 8. Plus 2 is 10. 4 times that is 20. And the 1 makes it 21. This should be a 2 here. 2 left over. 4 times 12. 4 times 3 is 12. That's 14. There it is. There it is. There it is.
Right.
There it is.
So 6.
3, 5. That's 5. 11. That's 3. You got 3.31538, right?
Yep.
Okay, so that comes up to what?
3.32.
322.
3.
3.22. Oh, what? Okay, yeah, right. That's it. That's it.
No,
3.2.
3.32. I'm getting tired, man.
Yeah, we getting tired too.
Y'all have really worked my nerves. We just go next door for about 10 minutes.
Hey, Mr. Meadows, that's funny.
So we got that covered. Thank you, John.